Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whoever watching this from. My name is Tanvir. Today I'm going to be hosting this whole webinar, and all these beautiful people that you can see under me will share their experiences later on. We have divided this into two pieces today. So first, few minutes or almost half an hour. Sorry, my kids are playing in the background here. This is our best thing about our online business is you can do whatever you want while you are spending time with your kids. So first, on the first part, we're gonna explain how this business works and how you can actually, we can help you to get started and everything else about the business. And then on the second part, you're gonna hear all from these beautiful people here. They're gonna share their stories and how they got into the business and what has changed since they started this business. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to let me see, invite if they're still online. Okay, Nazreen and Garrett. Okay, so they're gonna come on here soon. And let me see. Okay. All right, I think we are almost there.
Thank you so much for that great introduction.
Alrighty.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. My name's Nasreen. I'm going to be one of your presenters tonight, and I'm excited that you're here, and I'm also very excited to share with you this amazing system and this program. So what we're going to be doing tonight is showing you exactly how we've already for years have been helping thousands of people get up and running with their own online business and do it successfully. And we're going to show you how you can also do the same. So just sit back and enjoy. Just get a paper and pen, whatever you need, get comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and share my slides in just a second. So just bear with me. I will be right back. Okay, everyone, here we go. So tonight you are definitely in the right place, and tonight it's all about you, your goals, and your own online business. And who are we, you're probably asking? Well, let me tell you, we have been doing this for a very, very long time. This is a webinar that we have been showing people all around the world without fail twice a week for years. And we know that the best way to help people is through giving them the means to actually just help themselves by providing you with the tools that you need so that you can do this successfully and create the freedom and security that you and your family deserve. And by us giving you the means to build and manage your own business, it's really just putting the control back in your hands so that you can control your own future. I mean, that's huge, right? And as a business coach, I really think that this is the best way to help people. And that's why we're here tonight. So the question is, how do we help people? Well, with the most comprehensive all-in-one system where we're going to provide you with everything that you need under one roof, something that no one else in the online space has done at all, not to mention done as well as we have. And, you know, in the same way that a franchise gives you either package of systems and training of what's already worked time and time again for them, this is in many ways our version of an online franchise. We're going to give you the training, the systems, the program, and the support that you're going to need in order to be successful. We're even going to show you the right products to plug into so that you can get up and running in the shortest amount of time possible, so that you can skip all that startup phase, which is where most new business owners struggle, to be honest, and you can get building with momentum your business as fast as possible. This is a system built for you by experts in the industry so that you don't need to be one already. And you don't need previous experience here. Let us be clear, you know, this is not something where you need a business degree or business background in order to see results with a system like this. This is made for anyone. So I hope that you are excited. We're excited to show this to you tonight. We have an amazing presentation and we're going to dive into how it works and why it works. But before we go any further, I'm going to pull on someone to help me. My co-presenter Garrett is with me tonight, and I'm so happy to have you join us tonight. Garrett, please tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
All right, thank you, Nazreen. Hello, everybody. Yeah, my name is Garrett. I've been working online now with my wife, Jill, for the last 5 years. And honestly, we've been very successful. You know, we're really living our dream lives right now. We both left our old careers. We work from home or kind of from anywhere that we are. And we've done very, very well financially as well. So things are really good, you know, but honestly, they weren't always good, right? We really did come from nothing. Right. Before I was working online, I was in the Navy for a good 12 years. And, you know, there was a certain point where I kind of looked back on the last, you know, decade or so of my life and, you know, I'd done everything right. You know, according to the life checkbox, right? I ticked off all those boxes. I graduated high school. I went to university. I got a really good, stable career in the military. I met my wife. We had a bunch of kids and, you know, we're doing all these things right. But after, you know, doing all these right things, the things that you're apparently supposed to do, you know, somehow it just didn't add up, right? We didn't have any money. We couldn't do anything, right? So basically I'm sailing around the world for months at a time, right? Missing my wife and kids. Jill's working full-time, serving tables, and we're basically both missing out on being parents to our kids and spouses to each other. And all of that just so we could barely stay afloat financially. Right. And, you know, looking back, I'm shocked it took me so long to realize this. But, you know, once we kind of came to terms with the fact that we were going nowhere, we really took action and changed things. You know, there was a kind of a line in the sand moment, honestly, where, you know, we just kind of said enough is enough, right? What we're doing isn't working. So we started looking for other ways to make money elsewhere. And we turned to the online world and we found something that actually worked. And that's really what we're going to be talking here about today. You know, we worked our butts off and we're at the point now where I'm making more money in a month than I used to in an entire year in the Navy. Okay. And the best part about this is that kind of thing happens all the time, right? We have hundreds of people who have done the same thing, but we'll get into that in a little bit here. For now, let's get into kind of what we're going to cover tonight. Okay. So, I mean, more than anything, guys, we want you to get the message that this is something that anybody can do, right? I'm no tech whiz. I had no experience working online or with computers really before this. I'm still clueless when it comes to technology, right? We have people from like 20-year-old college students all the way to like 65-year-old grandparents that are running successful businesses online with us. It really comes down to the fact that if you have Wi-Fi, you can do this. Okay. And we're going to show you how to actually start your business and become successful with it. And we're going to help you along the whole process as you go. Right now, you've probably noticed that a lot of people around you have been turning to the online space recently. And maybe it's to earn a secondary stream of income. Maybe it's to replace their primary one. And I think it's really important to have a look at why that is. Yeah, I mean, the last 2 years now really have just been crazy, right? It's been crazy and it seems to only be getting crazier and stranger. And if you look around you, you'll see in a lot of cases all over the planet, the people who aren't working online kind of are having a harder time than the ones who are. You know what I mean? The world was already moving towards, you know, doing everything online, you know, sales online, all the social media, all that stuff, right? And the pandemics and the lockdowns and COVID and everything that's come with all of this has really just added fuel to that fire, right? Everything is moving online and has moved online because the internet is, I mean, quite simply, it's better and it's faster. And overall, it's a heck of a lot cheaper to run a business online than anywhere else. Right now, I think the best part of all of this still, in my mind, is that this is still all pretty new stuff, guys. You know, you're getting in at the beginning here. The internet's like 30 years old. And in the long term, like the grand scheme of things, that's really nothing. Right. And we can all agree that the internet presents a massive opportunity, right? Just look at everything.com, right? Imagine where you'd be if you'd invested in Amazon in the 90s or Microsoft in the 80s, right? You'd be a millionaire, a billionaire at this point. The richest people on the planet are all in technology. They're all in internet-based businesses. You know, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all those guys, right? That's technology, internet, and software, right? That's how powerful technology is here, guys. And I mean, our results are obviously smaller than Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all them, but we are all making money in the same way here. And that's with technology and with the internet. And I think our results really do speak for themselves.
100%. And I'm just going to direct your attention, guys, to this beautiful collage just for 1 second. This is just a very small example of people who didn't wait and who just said enough's enough. They just responded by taking action. And they just said that we want to take the control back in our hands. And we have a community that hit over 100,000 people recently. So as you can imagine, we couldn't fit all the job quitters on this to show you, but so there's definitely a lot more. And I can tell you from my own experience, this is a freedom unlike any other. I came from the hospitality industry myself. And I had 3 jobs when I started this business. And within 9 months, I quit all of them. And I've never gone back to hospitality since. And what we've seen with COVID is just that the internet is now truly the safest place to work. So besides all the other smart reasons to, start an online business, our health now is a huge factor as well. So this kind of begs the question in a way, is this for you? Well, I mean, I could technically ask you, are you tired of waking up to an alarm clock and going to a job that you don't like? Or are you struggling to pay your bills? Or do you want to be your own boss? And that's something you've always wanted. But no matter who you are, even if you're one of the rare lucky ones who genuinely loves their job, it's going to come at a cost when you're exchanging time for money. No matter who you are, everyone can benefit from, either an additional stream of income to help your family, or a replacement income completely that doesn't come from a job where you're exchanging your time for money. An online income source is truly the solution here. So, it comes to the point where I honestly think that this is definitely for anybody. This is a matter of, do you want to spend more time with your family? Do you know that everybody that I speak to on the phone, this is the top number one priority for them. This is everybody's main reason, and having more money to do the things you want in life. Well, who doesn't want that? Who wouldn't say yes to that? And as far as having, that preparation for retirement and a nest egg, guys, this is not a cushy kind of idea here. Having a nest egg to retire comfortably is a necessity. It's an absolute necessity. My own serving jobs, for example, were not as rigid as a 9 to 5, but I still had no freedom. I made okay money, but I wasn't happy. I was juggling, running around like a headless chicken from one job to the next, amongst other things in my life. And I was tired, worn out, and I would have given anything to stop serving. And luckily, I found something in time. And the automation in the system allows you to start living your life now instead of waiting till you're 65. What I love is that I don't have to put my living on hold. I'm not in front of my computer for endless hours a day working around the clock until I'm 65, but rather the automation in my business means that the machines the machines are just so incredible because they don't take breaks. They don't walk away. Talk about like a time and a money saver. I don't have to be in 10 places at once. In other words, my business is running and earning me money while I'm spending time with my family, or doing anything that I want to do, flying to the next spot on the globe because I love to travel. I mean, time is truly the only commodity that we can't get more of, or get back for that matter, right? So wouldn't you want to spend the time that you do have left with those who mean the most to you and doing the things that you love?
And just to be clear here, guys, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Flipping through your social media, you can see the world is just so full of those right now. We're probably the only people telling you that we're not going to make you a millionaire tomorrow, right? And we're proud of that, right? This is a legitimate business. I'm a real person. I have a real business and I'm getting real results, right? So are we all. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong too. I'm not your everyday person, and neither is anyone here. This wasn't my backup plan. Right? This was my plan. This was the thing that was going to change my life for me and my family. And that's exactly what it did. We've been working online now for 5 years, like I said. And the one thing I can guarantee you is that our system works if you work it. Right? I'm living proof of that. You saw all those job quitters a couple slides back. That's just a tiny cross section, but they're also living proof of this. Our system is solid. Our system is tested. It works, guys. The only variable here is you.
100%. And that's something we reiterate in our business community all the time. And, since becoming my own boss 4.5 years ago, my life, guys, has no walls, no limits. I decide when and how much I work and how much I earn. I love the fact that I'm not limited to going to a building to earn money. My business's location is everywhere. It goes where I go. I'm not limited to a schedule set by my boss who needs to fill the shifts or whatever, but I'm working when and how much I want and taking time off when I want. And I'm not limited to answering to someone else who decides how much I make. I mean, that's the worst of it all. And I think most people would agree with that. I live in Vancouver here, and the government here, and I think this is across the whole country of Canada, allows restaurant owners to pay their servers below minimum wage. It's a crazy legal loophole that actually keeps serving staff in a place of totally being dependent on their tips to live off, because their paychecks are really, really tiny. And the money instead that my business generates in 1 month covers several months of living expenses, and there's no ceiling to your income here. So if you've always wanted to work for yourself but have had no idea how or where to even begin, then you're exactly in the right place, and you're exactly the type of person who the system it was built for. In the last few years, I've seen so many people do incredible things in our community. People are capable of doing really amazing stuff, but often they just need a little help. So that's why we want to start you off on the right foot here with a rock solid foundation. So just as you would, need a really firm foundation when building a house, the same is true for an online business. So first, we're going to talk about pillars, because in any business, offline or online, there's the same 3 pillars that you need for any business to be successful. But the way in which you would say set up these pillars in an offline business is extremely different than in the online world. So what we're going to do is share with you how we've taken care of each of these 3 pillars for you so that you can get set up properly and easily. So let's start them off with pillar number 1, Garrett.
Now, thanks to the internet, we all know that you can pretty much buy anything you want whenever you want. I mean, look around you, you see picture frames and you see doorknobs and you see fridges, right? I'm just naming things I see in my room right now, but half those things I bought online and the other half I probably could have, right? And honestly, it's a beautiful thing to be in a position where you kind of connect people with the things they want. And as a marketer, I want to find ways to do that, and I want to make a commission on top, right? Now, the really, really smart retailers, they've capitalized on the fact that there are people like me who, want a piece of that pie, right? So they set up these referral programs to pay commissions to everyday people like you and me for marketing and selling their products online for them. Now, if you look here, there's just a few examples of some of these retailers with these referral or affiliate programs, right? And the programs that these huge retailers have in place are really the reason that there's some of the biggest companies on the planet, right? You've got eBay, Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, Apple, just to name a few here. These guys are so successful because they're leveraging people like us, right? They're basically using people to do the legwork for them and sell their products, right? So that's one way to go here. Now, another way to find products to sell is by joining what's called an affiliate network. And here are a few of the bigger ones here. What these guys do is they give you access to a kind of a wider variety of retailers that have their own referral programs. So they're basically like the middleman here. Now, I want you to have a look at the URL at the bottom of this slide. And this is something you might see when you're just about to buy something online, right? You look at everythingafter.com there, that's someone's affiliate ID. So that means that someone's getting paid a commission when this purchase is made. And I mean, I want that someone to be me, really. And you should want that someone to be you.
100%. So this is how it works online, guys. You either have to work with one of these retailers directly, or you're going to need to work with one of these large networks. And as a business owner, you really want to maximize your earnings, right? So what we've done is remove the middleman altogether so that no one is taking a piece of commission away from you. We set you up with the retailer directly so that you can make more money. And not just working with the retailer directly, but the right retailer. This really makes a huge difference, because look at the pandemic. Not all retailers are created equal. Many have gone bankrupt, and you want to make sure that you're connected to ones that you can count on, ones with a strong history and track record, who are going to be there for you in the future and will pay you and pay you all the commission that you earn. So we've taken care of that all for you in pillar number 1. So let's take a look at pillar number 2, because all you need after that is to find a way to tell your people about your product.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, we identified the products that we want to sell. Now you have to find a way to sell them, right? And this is where the sales funnel comes into play. When it comes to sales, there are really two ways to go. Either you go to them or they come to you, right? There's that traditional, I call it the salesy approach. I don't know if that's a word, but that's where you're actively searching out customers and you're handing out business cards and you're cold calling and you're networking. And, a lot of times you're basically begging for business. And that's a very hard thing to do. It's for the true salespeople of the world. And that's not me. That's not something I'm very good at. It's not something that most people are very good at. So that's not what we do. Okay. What we do is called attraction marketing. And that's when we bring the sales to us. And I tell you guys, it is a heck of a lot easier than any other way of selling things. Okay. Now, attraction marketing is completely useless without a sales funnel though. So I'm going to turn it over to Nazreen here a little bit so she can kind of get into what exactly that is.
For sure. Thank you. Well, maybe guys, you've never heard of a sales funnel. I remember when I watched my first webinar 4.5 years ago, I certainly didn't. But a sales funnel is not a new concept. In fact, every properly set up online business out there has some form of a sales funnel on their back end. It's just basically another way of saying an automated system whereby instead of someone, at your business physically that is, going to people saying, you need this product and you should buy this and hey, you should buy this now. Instead, the online system is giving your customers all the information they need in one place. And so, for example, people can come to my website and they have all the resources they need to make an informed decision when they're ready on their own. And that's how it should be. It removes the pushiness and instead uses that consistency and service and does this for you 24/7 so that you don't have to. It does this on your behalf. And this happens while you're sleeping, while you're out with your family during the day, whatever. The systems are generating leads for you. And, this happens in my business daily. I wake up and I have email notifications in my inbox showing me that I have leads or even made sales without me knowing that they're there. A sales funnel streamlines it all and it makes the process so easy, which after a while does start to feel like you're almost printing your own money.
Yeah. And I mean, when you have a sales funnel that's working like it's supposed to, you're basically putting in money and you're getting back more than you put in, right? And honestly, guys, that's business 101, right? You want to make something where you're putting in $1 and you're getting $2 back, right? Or you're putting in 5 and getting back 100, like you see there. What's beautiful about what we're doing here online is there are no limits. Okay. When you're doing this online, there are no limits. With a sales funnel that's actually working, you should be able to put in like $10,000 and get out 100,000, right? Why not? And who wouldn't do that if they could, right? But you have to remember this kind of thing only happens when you have a sales funnel that works.
Totally. And the reason, guys, why most people don't even bother considering starting an online business in the first place is because they don't have all the know-how and the time or the money that's required. Take a look at this little list right here, because that's all. These are all literally all the things that you're going to need. And I know that you don't have all that's on this list. Maybe you have one, but most people don't have all of these, and we know that, and that's why you're here. But that's why the system is so successful, because it's already built for people like you. We put together the system, turned it into a well-oiled machine to give you with all of the crucial components built into it so that you can reach the goals that you want without the stress. So in other words, you don't need the technical knowledge, and you don't need design experience. We have a whole tech team on the back end putting together all these moving parts and all of the programs that need to speak to each other and, putting together your website for you. You don't need the marketing know-how. You don't need all this extra time that it's going to take to put together all these complicated pieces. And you don't need anywhere close to the money that it would take to actually do this. You can simply use our system and plug in and go. It's not just about the system, obviously, it's about making the system work for you. We provide you with incredible training to teach you how to take the sales funnel and actually maximize it by not just attracting people to it, but the right people. You want quality leads that will turn into quality buyers for your business. And the rest is letting the system convert them for you as the system engages them on your behalf. They're doing that between the capture page, between the engaging emails, and it's doing that all for you. And this is one big reason why people love working with us, because having this put together so that you can plug in and go and the technical stuff all maintained for you saves you thousands of dollars and so much frustration. We've essentially built the vehicle for you, maintain the engine for you, but you get to enjoy driving it. So we take care of all the tough parts so that you can focus on the fun part, which brings us to pillar number 3.
Yeah, this is the fun part, honestly. Like, we found the products to sell, we found a way to sell them. Now we have to find the people to sell them to. All right. And you know, this is where the marketing and the targeting and all the stuff that I've come to find to be really fun comes into play. Right now, I think it's important that we pin down what we mean by traffic and really how important leads are to any business. What a lead is, it's basically just people coming to your business. Right. And I want you to think about your local Walmart, for example. Okay. Let's say they have a parking lot full of people ready to go in and buy a bunch of stuff. And everyone gets out of the cars, they go to the doors and they find that the doors are locked. Well, in that case, you know, Walmart has a whole bunch of leads, but they have no customers because they can't get into the store. Right. No traffic, no sales, bad day for Walmart. Right. Now, let's look at this another way here. Now, just imagine the parking lot again. It's filled with people. And everyone goes in and they all spend $1, right? Now, 10,000 people go in and spend $1 each. That's still a really bad day for Walmart. So in that case, they have the quantity, but what's really important in business is quality.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're going to show you how to get those quality leads. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. We've made it easy to summarize. We got the right offer. We have the right system to help you introduce that offer to your market. And then we help you understand how to get high quality traffic for your business. And that together is what generates income and revenue. You know, that's easy math, right? So that's why you're here tonight, of course. You know, what I love here is that, you know, when you reduce this down, it's really just about helping people. We all need several things in our life. And, you know, since we can't provide all these things for ourselves, what we do is we end up looking elsewhere to have someone provide it for us. I mean, that's really all business is helping people resolve a need that they have. Sometimes people will call this need a pain point, and I'll give you a quick example. There was one, you know, I already mentioned that I live in Vancouver, and we do not get a whole bunch of snow right here in the city, but once in a while we do. And a few years back we did. And I remember even just from my car to one of my jobs that I had at the time, I was walking in ankle deep snow. And I did not have shoes or boots at the time that were waterproof. And after a couple of days of being pretty miserable, doing my entire serving shift in soaking wet feet, I finally just said, no, I got to go out and find the right boots. I spent a couple $100s on a great quality pair of boots that are completely waterproof. And I still love using them to this day. You know, so that's a good example, but I'm going to personalize my point a little bit further. You're all here to find a way to make a stream of income online from the comfort and safety of your own home, right? And, you know, so if you've come across one of these websites, because we know that you have, because you're here, right? Maybe it looked like this, or maybe it looked a little bit different, inviting you to attend a free webinar, right? You took that offer because built into the system is the message from people like you who have walked the walk already. And here is where you're learning how to resolve that need. Business all works exactly the same way. So, you know, when I came across this opportunity myself in 2017, I had already spent 23 long years as a server, and I was past the point of exhaustion in every way. I was ready, you know, I was ready to own my time and replace my income for good. And that for me was a huge pain point, and this was the solution.
You know, that's it, guys, right? This is the exact system that I'm using. This is the exact system that Nazreen is using, that all these people beside us here are using, right? We basically told you the secret, so why not just go off and do this on your own? And sure, you could, but you are going to run into a couple of huge obstacles. Okay, first off, it's going to take you forever to make your own sales funnel and to make it actually work, right? You need a whole bunch of different programs and software to all work together and talk to each other to actually produce the sales that you're looking for. And that's hard, right? You know, it's taken us years to perfect ours. But I think even more importantly, guys, it's going to really cost you, right? These systems that we're using are pricey. We've actually put together a little list here of some of the platforms that a lot of people are using in the online space. And if you look here, you know, these are really just the basic plain Jane platforms that people are using. But look at the prices here, right? This is not cheap software. We're talking like $22,000 before you even get out of the gate. And I'll be honest here, guys, this is the short list. You know, this isn't everything you'd even need. We didn't bother listing it all because really you don't need to know, right? You have us, right? You don't need to do this on your own. We've got the system built. Really all you have to do is plug into it, skip all that hard stuff, and get right down to business.
And not only, guys, are you going to get to leverage the system here, but you're going to leverage us. You know, another reason people are so reassured working with us is knowing that they're not walking in being taught by someone who's just got a few weeks experience, but they're actually learning from our global team of experts in the industry. So now it's your turn to leverage us. In other words, you get to use us because we've walked the walk already. No one has ever reached success all on their own. I mean, why would you want to do that and put all that on your shoulders? You know, here you don't have to. We have countless people making 5- and 6-figure months, 6- and 7-figures annually. Imagine having a mastermind of people around you like that, willing to help, sharing their wisdom, experience, their do's and don'ts, and all to help you build your momentum in your business. That is a huge benefit, and it's absolutely priceless. So let's recap again these 3 pillars. You know, we've found the products already. We've gone out, we've found the products for the system already that produce the high commissions. We have the sales funnel that's already been tested and proven to work over years and over tens of thousands of people, and we know that it works and gets results. And you know, we have the training to back it all up. It's all very easy to follow, step-by-step modules that are just completely user-friendly. And the fact that this is all automated, you know, saves you so much time. Now, obviously, our system is not 100% automated. You know, I'm still the business owner of my business, so I'm putting in my effort, but all of the most difficult parts are automated to make things so much smoother and simpler for you. So when you close the laptop and you walk away to enjoy your day or evening with your family, your business doesn't stop. So it allows you to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. And this is how we're helping people and how we can help you too. But here's where I'm just gonna, ask you guys to pause on this whole presentation for a second so that you can really ask yourself one important question.
You know, when you think about it, it really does kind of all come down to these 3 little words, right? Are you ready? You know, are you ready to step out of your comfort zone and learn how to do something that will change your entire life? Are you ready to stop letting other people tell you what your time is worth and kind of, you know, live life on your own terms, right? Or to stop working for other people and building their wealth instead of yours, right? I'll tell you guys, if your answer to any of those questions is yes, you're going to absolutely love what we have to offer tonight. So Nazreen, let's get into what's on the table here.
Absolutely. So this is it, guys. You know, when you join our team, you're going to be getting all of this stuff. And we're going to go into it a little bit more in detail in a second. But yes, the coaching and the mentorship, because you cannot do this on your own. We are here to support you. And that's both in a personal way with your own coach and mentor assigned to you, as well as the large community of people around you. You get weekly masterminds that you can tap into, all the training in a step-by-step format, and the products as well, all in one space. And speaking on the products, you know, you can sell trinkets and Tupperware or makeup and all those little, you know, cutesy little things, and you can make a little bit of pocket change, but you're not here tonight for that, because pocket change can't change your reality. It really can't. You're here to make serious life-changing income. And for that, you need products that pay high commissions, and we have them. And the cherry on top here, as we said already, is that you're never going to be doing the act of selling in your business anyway. The system is engaging your leads on your behalf and doing that selling for you. And then there's our personal coaching program. And this is where you're going to have the chance to get on the phone for a one-on-one coaching call with one of our experienced top coaches, a leader in our community, to help you and strategize with you on the best plan of action that is catered for you to have the best success based on what you want to achieve in your business. And you're going to be working for yourself, but not by yourself, right? And we've made that really, really clear tonight. The continual personal and community support never, ever goes away. And here's where you can attend weekly meetings to hear directly the specific strategies from our 6- and 7-figure earners. And all the training is recorded as well, which includes the meetings, so that you can refer back to them again and again. And what you're going to learn is how to leverage the power of social media marketing. Facebook, Google, YouTube, all of these are not just for killing time and keeping in touch with friends and watching funny videos, although that's all great too. But these are the biggest business platforms in the world, guys. Facebook alone has 1.9 billion active users daily on a daily basis. And I know you've seen the ads online, right? They're everywhere. And the only people really thriving during this really difficult time right now are the business owners on the other end, because they're at home and you're at home and they still have a way to get their business, whether it's a service or a product, in front of you. And that's why it's so important to your success to learn how to use these powerful platforms for your business, because you need these skills, and that's why it's all built into our training. And I know it sounds like a lot, right? But you're not doing this alone, not ever, not in any phase of your business. And unlike a typical solopreneur where you have to figure things out on your own, here there are thousands of people in every time zone to help you. So throw your questions at them and see what's working for them and what's not. And no matter how often you get stuck, there are so many people here to help you get unstuck. You know, everyone knows Oprah Winfrey, right? She started from nothing and she built an empire. And I love what she says. She says, surround yourself only with people who will take you higher. And that's exactly what we do every day for our business owners. So maybe the best thing I can do at this point is bring it back to you, Garrett, because you know, you and Jill had no previous experience and you guys are absolutely killing it.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead right, right? I had never had a business in my life, right? No sales, no marketing, nothing like that. And like you said, I was one of those people that just looked up old friends. That was my social media experience, right? Or looked at stupid videos, right? I didn't even know what a Facebook ad was, to be honest, or Meta. You know, I know without a doubt in my mind that I could not have done any of this without my mentors. Right. And now, you know, what happens here is you kind of evolve. I'm in the position to mentor myself now. And you know, I can see what people need help with, and I can help them because chances are I needed help with the exact same thing. Right. And that's really how it works for all of us. Right. Every single person beside me here has their own mentor, and I can guarantee you that they are all better off for it. Right. And what's so cool about what we're doing here is that you're using the same system that your mentor is using. Right. And this is the system that let me leave a 12-year Navy career. Right. And spend all this time with my family. Right. But, you know, honestly, guys, I know what it's like. You know, I didn't have $20,000, $30,000 lying around to start an online business either. Right. That was out of the question before. It wasn't that long ago. I was driving around this crappy blue minivan where, you know, if you open the sliding door, it would like literally fall off. And we would park away from the school, dropping the kids off just because we were so embarrassed. Right. We were just flat broke. And you know, I've been there, right? I will never go back though, because of this exact system, right? And that's because I didn't have to pay, what is it, $21,600, right? To start my business. And that's really something to think about. Okay. So let's get down to brass tacks here, guys. You know, it's been like 40 minutes or so now. We've talked about what we do. We talked about how we do it, and how literally anyone with a connection to the internet can do this too. But it's probably time we get into what we're offering here. Okay. So here it is, the offer of a lifetime. For $149, you can join our system and you can start your own online business. And I want you to think about this, guys. I've done the math. Compared to $22,000, that's like a 99% discount. Okay. This is an absolute no-brainer.
And we need to be clear here, guys. You know, this is not a subscription. This is not a monthly charge at all, but a one-time charge only. I mean, you might be asking, how can we possibly do this for so little? Well, when you work with a group as large as ours, we have the benefit of mass purchasing power, which just means that the savings can be passed on to you, which is why in all these years, we've never and will never make this a monthly fee, ever. And for those of you who have had a business before, I mean, you know what an amazing opportunity this is. And for those of you who have decided to join tonight, well, here's what you're going to need to do next. You're going to click that button up there that says join our team. And we mean it when we say team, guys. It means that from here on, we are in this together. You're not doing this alone. And when you click on that button, we then send you an email with some really important links and some next steps. We're going to send you some vital information packed into some videos that goes far more in depth so that you can fully understand all the ins and outs of this business. And, you know, you can watch those videos as often as you need to with whoever you want. We want you to understand how this business model really works in detail and exactly how it can help you and your family. And you're going to get to see all of the products and understand how they work. And of course, the commissions, which everyone's so excited to see, and to see the strategies on how we can make some really incredible money in this business. I'm talking strategies that, we've applied and used for years so that you can actually start applying them right away. And we're also going to add you to our private Facebook group so that you can check us out really, really well. You really snoop us, and this step is really a big part of your research too, and doing your due diligence. And I really believe it's so important so that you can really see the faces of the people behind this group. So you can see how real we are, see the system, see the real results all in one place. And here tonight, there's just a few of us down below here, and Garrett and myself, our Facebook group, like I said, hit over 100,000 people. So obviously we can't invite everybody on here, but you're going to be able to see that when you join our group. And lastly, you're going to have a link to book your one-on-one coaching call with your assigned coach. And this is where you're going to have that uninterrupted time with your coach, one of our successful leaders in the community, where we can help come up with a game plan to help you get started in the best way possible that's catered for you. For a second here, guys, I'm going to talk about integrity because this is super important. Business is all about relationships, and you can't have quality relationships without integrity. Integrity is absolutely everything to us, and it's our driving force, and we completely stand by it. It's what our community is built on, and we don't sacrifice respect for one another for anything. And it shows itself everywhere you look. We pride ourselves on a beautifully diverse community in every way, different ages and gender, culture, it doesn't make any difference. Respect is given to everyone, and it shows in how we interact with each other, how transparent we are with each other, and it exists in the very way we help each other succeed. We push ourselves to constantly provide our people with 24-hour full access to training and systems so that they can maintain control of their business to maximize their earnings. But we are a community that will expect you to be passionate about your business, a community that will expect you to push yourself and be self-driven. The success of your business will be your drive. It's all up to you, your drive and your motivation. Even with all these systems and tools, it makes zero difference how badly I want this for you. It's 100% up to you to show up and put in the effort. So this could be your life-changing moment, your line in the sand, your breaking point where you decide that enough's enough and you want to finally do something that you've never been able to do before, or maybe something you never dreamed was possible before. This is it. This is your chance to create a life with more time and more income than you ever thought was possible. So here it is, guys. This is your chance of a lifetime. If you've ever wanted to, find a way to work online with a business of your own, but you've never had any idea how to break into the online space, this is your chance. And you do not need to be a tech guru. Like we've already said it so many times already, but it's worth saying again. You do not need to be a tech person or computer savvy or have a business background, or it doesn't matter. We have you covered in every step of the way. And we're saving you time here. We're saving you money, and to skip all of those terrible, frustrating mistakes that most people will and do make when they do this on their own. Again, we like to compact things and put it under one roof. Like I said before, we're giving you the vehicle, we're maintaining it for you. It's just about, handing you the keys and just saying, enjoy the ride, Take a look at the job quitters again. Guys, if you've ever felt stuck in your job for too long, and like I said, 23 years in serving, God, I was past my expiration date for quite a few years, but you know what that's like. Maybe you've wanted to work for yourself and you've dreamed of the day that you could walk into your boss's office and tell him or her those two beautiful words, I quit. You can. And look at all these faces. Look at all these people who have paved the way for you. And this is a small fraction of our job quitters. We cannot fit all of them in one tiny little space here. But imagine being, surrounded by people like this, people that you can ask questions to and engage with, mastermind and strategize with, people that can help you in every way. And, if this pandemic, oh goodness, if this pandemic ever happens again, or God forbid, I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does, right? But if it ever happens again, you'll at least have the security of knowing that you're already online and you have something in place and set up. I know many people that have struggled during 2020 and that still do in different ways. And my heart just goes out to them, and for us personally, my husband and I, because we had this in place already, when COVID hit, our business didn't change anything. It kept going like clockwork. So guys, if $149 can change your life for good in the ways that we're talking about, I've got to think that, you can see why it's worth it. And Garrett, I'm going to pull you back here for just one last time, just to tell everyone exactly what they're getting and why this is a totally secure transaction.
Okay, so let's break this all down. First off, you are getting access to the product mix that will make you the most amount of money in the least amount of time, quite simply. Okay. We're going to show you how to use the most powerful marketing tool on planet Earth to get your message out there. And we're going to keep you on top of your game with these weekly masterminds and personal mentorship. Okay. Now, guys, you're getting plugged into an automated system here, which means that you're really going to be able to finally make money while you sleep, or while you're laying on the beach, or while you're watching a hockey game, or whatever you want, right? And how this actually rolls out here is that for every single person who joins our platform, you're getting plugged into a custom tailored part of our system, which means that we're defining every single aspect of this as yours. We're putting you in the position of expert here, right? You're the person or the business, I guess, that everyone wants to work with, right? And that's why this works for our people. So in a nutshell, guys, this is what you're getting. And I tell you, it's a heck of a lot, but we are going to step it up just one more notch here. I mean, for you now, you're still learning and you're still pretty new to this, and you're going to be figuring things out for a while here. So we're going to take all the stress right off. Okay. We're going to let you check out everything for a full month, completely risk-free. Okay. Which means that you're getting a full 30 days to decide if this is for you. And if for whatever reason it's not, all you have to do is ask and we'll refund your $149. Now, there is one condition on that, and I think you'll agree this is totally fair. All that we ask is that you don't get your refund after you've had your coaching call. Okay. And the reason for that's really simple, right? Our coaches are compensated for their time out of that $149. Okay. And everybody's time is worth something, right? Your time is valuable. Their time is valuable too. So once you've had that coaching call and your coach has sat down with you and taken time to understand what's going on in your life and really come up with a plan that's going to get you going in your own business here, obviously you're not going to qualify for a refund at that point. Okay. And I think that's pretty fair, but anytime within the 30 days before that call, all you have to do is ask. Now, you know what, guys, I'll close out by saying this, right? This has literally changed every aspect of my life and my family's life in absolutely remarkable ways. If I hadn't clicked that button that you're looking at right now, I would definitely still be in the Navy. I'd be stuck at sea somewhere weird. I'd be missing my family. I'd be going nowhere, right? But instead, because I took that chance on myself 5 years ago, because we reached that kind of the line in the sand moment where we just said enough is enough, for the last, I guess it's been 2 years now of pandemic, I've been safe at home with my family, and that is absolutely everything to me, right? So maybe this is your line in the sand moment right now too, but you really won't know until you try, guys. Okay, so our part is done here tonight. I'm going to turn it over to the rest of the presenters now so we can kind of get into the good stuff and hear some really amazing stories. So on behalf of Nazreen and I want to thank you for watching, folks, and we'll see you on the other side.
Whew. Thank you so much, Garrett and Nazreen. Every time I watch this presentation, it gives me goosebumps. What a great presentation here. So, I cannot agree more with Nazreen, because I'm also from hotel industry. I have studied hotel management from Switzerland, and then I've been working in hotels and restaurants all over the world. I've been working in Canada for last 11 years in a hotel, in a restaurant. And then finally in 2020, because of the shutdown, I had to quit we got laid off. And since then, I haven't gotten back to work again, because in 2020, during the pandemic, my business grew so fast and so big that I didn't even have to go back to my work. Now, you see, as Nazreen was saying, that because my work schedule was pretty much all over the place. Sometimes I had to go to work at 4 p.m. until 2 or 3 a.m. in the night. I would come home, everybody's sleeping. When I'm sleeping, my wife is going to work. This was our life. And finally, just like Garrett said, that enough is enough, we said. We had to do something different. And to get something different, we always need to do something different. And this is something different. This is something that I haven't tried before. I didn't even know anything about online business. All we did is just scrolling on Facebook. That's how we used to use Facebook. And now we are using the same amount of time, but actually making money on social media, right? So, and we don't even have to worry about our tech stuff because we have the whole tech department who set up our website. All kind of problems if we have, they'll solve everything. They'll look after everything. They'll look after the whole business side. I can literally run my business from my phone. So this is this. I mean, I personally couldn't find anything like that in online space. So yeah, and so tonight we're going to go to our second part of the presentation. Now we're gonna hear all these great, crazy stories from these people down here. I cannot wait to hear those stories. Some of them were just like this. They were listening to this webinar maybe a few months ago, and now today they're here as a business owner, which is really great. And I cannot wait to hear from you guys too, who are watching this webinar tonight. Maybe down the road in 3 months or 6 months, you guys going to be here sharing your success stories. Anyways, let's start with Jackie Chan. I'm gonna unmute you and put you on the big screen. There you go.
Hey Tanvi, thanks. Thank you. Really appreciate, and I want to start with saying sorry for the glitch at the start. We all were wondering what's going on, but thank God we were able to start just in 2 minutes. So this is Jackie Chan from Down Under. I'm into this online world from last more than 3 years now. I started in 2019, just like you guys, the 524 people watching us right now. I was one of you. Yes, I was one of you guys, and I was ready. And I want to tell you why I was ready. Because Garrett was just asking you, are you ready to take that first step towards the change which you are looking for from last couple of months, couple of years, because you are tired. You are tired of living the life by default. And now you have made up your mind that you want to live your life by design. No more bullshit. No more putting things off. Sorry for using this word, but I'm done. And I'm done. The reason why, because people start doubting themselves that they can do this, or they will be successful or not. You are sabotaging your own life. Trust me. And I want to paint a picture over here. Everyone likes to go and watch movie, but I want to tell you a real life story of a couple. Those who have gone out and did everything right. But life is unpredictable, guys. And the story started in 2015. The couple bought the first house as a migrant. And at the same time, the wife was expecting the first child. And they both were excited and looking forward to the adventure. In August 2015, they were blessed with a baby girl. And there was a joy, happiness around the house, the new girl in the arms. But in 2015, October on the 11th, the husband got fired from the 10 years of 9 to 5 grind. The trust, the sweat, the commitment the husband was putting in for last 10 years, finally it came to an end on the 11th of October. And it didn't stop there. Next morning on the 12th of October, when the husband was on the way for another job interview, he made into a car accident. And because of that car accident, now he is paralyzed below the tummy, cannot walk, cannot feel anything, no movements, and he had to go through the spinal surgery. And the doctors told him and his wife that your husband might not walk ever again because he has a very severe injury in the spine. You know, that moment for those couple was like the 9/11 World Trade Center, when we saw that World Trade Center falling down in pieces on your television. That couple on that day, on the 12th of October 2015, in the hospital, saw their life falling down in pieces because they had the responsibility of a new house, the mortgage, the new baby, the expenses. The wife was already out of work because of the baby girl. So the only income source was the husband, and now he's also in the hospital and been told that will never walk again. And guys, that was me. That was me. Yes, that was me. And you can see that, you know, that was me. I was being told I will never walk again. But you know, I believed in myself after committing and attempting suicide 3 times in 2016 because I was not able to bear the pain what I was going through. And you know, every 4th person on this planet Earth is struggling with the financial stress more than any stress in their life. Do we really want to take that stress in our life? We are in the 21st century, guys. We are living the best life of our time because we got internet, which can make your life easy like that. Go on Google and search. In last decade, there are over thousands and thousands of billionaires and millionaires have came out just because of using the internet. And that's exactly what I realized in November 2016 when I saw my daughter playing with the toys. She was already 9 months old, and I was like, Jackie, you need to do something about this. You know, you have to take action and do it for her, not for anyone else. Do it for this little girl so she can have a better future. And from there, I started looking. And when I started looking, I found these people. I found this community where we are right now. You know? And when I found this community in 2016, after sitting on that wheelchair for 3.5 years, I was in a 70,000 Australian dollars debt. You know, borrowing money from friends, borrowing money from family. My mom was supporting me financially because there was no income. I was surviving on Centrelink government payments, and that was only $700 a month. And my mortgage was 2,200 Australian dollars every month. And you know, when I started this business, I knew that I'm in the right place. The reason why, because you can feel that energy. Every one of these guys you are looking at on your screen, they want more from their life. They do not want to settle. They want to conquer. They want to bring change, not in only their life, they want to bring change in your life as well. And that's the reason why we are here. You know, I have not only paid my $70,000 debt in last 3 years being into this business, but I have also paid $50,000 in December 2021 just to bring my mom from India to Australia to stay with me. Because now I have decided that I do not want to lose a single minute staying away from my family. And now I can afford that. I can have that luxury because of this business. And you know, the biggest thing happened last year in 2021 when I was being approached by the Forbes magazine, because I am active online, and they came out to me and said that we want to feature your story, how you have went from not walking to walking and achieving a 6 to 7 figure income in your business. We want to inspire others. And that's how I was being put on the Forbes magazine. You know, I was being interviewed alongside Elon Musk, Jim Carrey, Jordan Belfort, Neil Patel. And it was only possible because this business gave me the opportunity to come out and talk about my pain, resonate with people, and inspire them. So guys, once again, are you ready? We all have a choice. I made mine. Now it's your turn to make yours and bring that change and live your life by design. Because I know you can do it. It's just a matter of shifting that mindset. And to shift that mindset, you need people like this. You don't need people, those who are pulling you down. You want people, those who are lifting you up. This is Jackie Chan. Thank you. And I really appreciate Tanveer. Thanks, guys. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Every time I hear his story, it's just it's mind-boggling. Where you came, how far you came with this business is unbelievable. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much for sharing your story tonight. All right, next we are going to Jean. Hang on one second. I'm gonna unmute yourself first. Can you unmute yourself?
Oh, sorry, I was
There
muted.
you
Sorry,
No,
guys, I'm a bit teary-eyed. Thank you for sharing your story. It's a very inspiring. Jackie, sorry if I mispronounce your name, but yeah, it hits me also. I can totally relate because for those who see me, I'm Jean. I am an accountant by profession, and I had been in the corporate world for 20 years. So I started looking this online business because I have a child. So now I can I can relate to the first speaker because I also have this wish that I could spend time for my. Sorry, guys, I'm not yet over. So I started this business when I had my maternity leave because at that time I really wanted to spend time with my child, and I was always working as a corporate accountant, and there was a time in our family that I didn't have the chance to take care of my my mother because we're too busy. So it was a turning point when. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Sorry, could someone take my place?
Okay, no problem. Take your time, Jean. Okay, I'll just call Omolara to come on screen, please, and unmute yourself, please. Take your time, Jean.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity given to me this evening. Well, my name is Omolara Oti. I'm originally from Nigeria, and right now I live in Houston, Texas. I have 3 boys. I'm a single mom. Being a single mom, it's really, really tough. If anybody out there is a single mom, will know what I'm talking about. Nobody has ever heard this from me, but I'm saying it for the very first time in our community. Nobody knew I'm a single mom. And so being a single mom of 3 boys, 3 teenage boys, it's so hard on me, seriously. And so I work in the healthcare field for 16 years, and I do multiple jobs. I have 2 full-time and then 1 PRN that I do in the week on weekends. And so at a point, working multiple jobs, I'm not able to see my children. Thank God for my mom. I was able to bring my mom down to the United States. So she was the one helping me to take care of my children while I go to work back to back in the morning from one shift to another hospital, from one hospital to another one. It was telling on my health. So I never knew it was telling on my health, not until the very first time that I had to collapse. And then my kids had to call 911. They had to come and pick me up, and then that was it. So I said to myself, is this how I'm going to continue, you know, walking back to back? I don't have time for myself. I don't even go to my children's activity at school. So it broke my heart. So I said, I need to do something. So since that time, I've been trying to like do something in the online world. But in the process, I got scammed twice. And so, you know, I was so skeptical. I was taking my time, but still, I still have my full-time job and the PRN. So the second time, something happened again. I felt like a sharp pain, and the pain was traveling right from it started from the back, and it was traveling very fast, traveling to my heart. I couldn't breathe. I can't do anything. I was just like gasping for air. So my kids saw me. It's like, okay, what is going on? So I had to quickly use my hand to write something down, 911. So they called 911 the second time. And so the third time again, it happened while I was at work. They called 911 again, making the third time. I went to ER in one single year, 3 times. It now dawned on me that, okay, I need to give myself rest, because I know it's because of the multiple jobs I was doing. You know, I don't have time for myself. I myself personally, I look so horrible to myself. And so I was seeing one specialist upon another specialist upon, you know, telling me I have to see this, I have to see that, neurologist, this specialist. So I said, all these specialists in this just one body. So then I told myself that I sat myself down that this has to stop. Then fortunate for me, one day while I was searching the internet, I saw an advert. So the advert, in the advert, the person that was saying in the advert said, you know, everything she mentioned about you now not having time for your children. My kids hardly see me. You know, the only time we see is probably my weekend job. If I go for the PRN, I come back early, then that's the only time we see. So everything she said about that, it resonated with me simply because I needed that change. I need a drastic change. So I took, she said, watch a webinar, which I did. At first, I was so skeptical because like I said, I've been scammed twice. And so because I was so skeptical, and guess what? She came from my country. I'm from Nigeria. I speak Yoruba. And so she speaks Yoruba in a advert. So I said, oh, this resonated with me. Let me see what she has to offer me. And then after listening to all what she said, I said, oh, I think let me ask for more. And then that was how I got started. And since I started my business, I started my business in 2020, December, making this month, exactly yesterday makes it 19 months that I started my business. And since I started my business, I've been able to quit one full-time job and then the PRN. Now I have just one full-time job, and I'm loving it because right now I don't see any specialist anymore. The last time I remember I went to ER was before I saw my business. And immediately I started this business, I hardly go to hospital anymore. I don't even go to hospital anymore. The only time I go to hospital is probably for my yearly annual check, and that's it. I don't see any specialist anymore. I don't use CPAP machine, all that. Everything is gone. So this business has helped me in a way whereby I've gotten my health back. I'm able to see my children. We go to places together, you know. Being a single mom, it was really hard. But right now, I'm enjoying my children. I go to my 9 to 5, the only one I have. I go to work, we leave them together in the morning, and we come back at exactly 4:30 together. So I have time for my business. By the time I started my business I did training of 1 month. And after the 1 month, my business started running. And since I started my business, I've been able to pay off my student loan. Since I started up to today, I've been able to pay off my student loan that I've been struggling to pay since 2014, you know, pay off some of my credit card. And then I have my children back, I have my health back. And then up to now, I give glory to God that because this business has been a blessing in disguise. So please, I want you to permit me less than 1 minute. I want to say something in my country. So because I invited some people, and I know a lot of people are from Nigeria, you know, they're here. So I'm just trying to use this opportunity. Láti sọ fún yín pé this business Tenri or Rilo or 100% genuine, 100% authentic, and some tax were and pay and some taxes were, and then genuine because you buy genuine. Any remini by at screen any recording. So do your due diligence and then take that action, because guess what? The action taker of today are the billionaires of tomorrow. So take that action today and register. Go back to your mentor, tell your mentor that you're ready, and then we'll take it up from there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jean, are you? Do you want to come back on, or we? Okay, all right. I'll just go to Liz now, and then let me know, Jean, when you are ready to come back. Okay.
All right. So hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today. My name is Liz, and I am originally from the Philippines. I am now working and living here in Dubai with my husband, Ian, for about 14 years. So I work as a supply chain professional in the retail and distribution industry, and my husband is working in graphic design. So like most OFWs, the reason why we moved abroad is so we can earn more money, so we can support our families back home and prepare for our future. So we are fortunate to have been given the chance to work in really good companies here. So we have good salaries and good benefits. So all is well and good. But that has changed in 2020. Okay, as you know, being in retail, it's one of the most hardest hit industries during that time because traditional businesses were folding up and only online businesses are thriving. So for the first time in a very long time, we felt very insecure about our jobs. Okay, so we decided to find a very quick plan B for us to, set up something from home that we know we can operate regardless if the pandemic still continues, and definitely something that we can do online. So this is when we remember a business opportunity that we remembered a few months back, but we didn't get the chance to find out. So we went back to this person, asked our questions, watched the webinar, the same one that similar one that you're watching right now, and decided to hop on board. So it took us about 2 to 3 weeks to set our business, and we were very happy with the initial results. Okay, so 2 weeks after setting up our business, I was called by my company, by my HR team. I was handed over a letter saying that I was being let go. Okay, so it was that our fear actually came true. So I was being let go of my well-paying job, regardless of how good I was at my job, or regardless how long I have been in the company. Okay, so however, I am very thankful that I was able to set up my business literally before things went down with my job. So it made me more confident about the future, made me less anxious, less worried, and more optimistic. So imagine if I didn't have this business. I wouldn't have anything to do. It's the middle of the pandemic, everything is closed down, there's no companies that are hiring. So we were able to rechannel our creativity to our business page to inspire more people to also set up their plan Bs and to, of course, learn new skills and improve our mindset and our confidence. It was really God's perfect time for us to set up this business, and we felt that we are so happy that we jumped on board. Even though, we had still some questions, our mentor was there to support us all throughout. So fast forward to 2 years now, we've just celebrated our 2nd year anniversary in the business, and we are so happy with our milestones, and we are so very happy about the blessings that came with it. So in terms of financial blessings, it's always very happy to get an additional source of income because living in Dubai is very expensive. So now we have an additional source of income to pay for our rent, for our petrol. Even in the Middle East, petrol is getting very expensive, guys. So we definitely need the extra cash. So we have extra money to send to our parents back home. We were able to pay off some of our credit card bills, help support more relatives, help us also pay off our car loan, and help finance my parents' first trip here in Dubai, which was very exciting. But seriously, more than the financial blessings, we are very happy that now we have a plan B. You know, we have a peace of mind knowing that whatever happens to our jobs, we have our own business to run, and that is immeasurable. And not only that, we're now able to mentor many other families, especially fellow OFWs here in the Middle East, to set up their own plan Bs. Even when I was able to go back into my corporate job, I'm still able to do this business on the side because it just needs about, say, 2 to 3 hours a day, and then a bit longer on weekends, and then you're still fully up and running. Okay, so I'm sure that this is very doable even for busy parents or busy professionals like ourselves. So para sa aming mga kababayang nanonood ngayon, ang message ko lang is that hindi tayo magiging OFW forever. At hindi tayo parating bata at malakas. So as early as now, I encourage you to set up something para sa pamilya mo na mapapakinabangan mo in the future. Diba? Huwag nating antayin na mawalan muna tayo ng trabaho bago tayo maghanap ng plan B dahil yung pamilya naman natin ang magsasakripisyo. So, I'm sure kayang-kaya mo tong business na to dahil kung para sa pamilya, siguradong kayang-kaya mo. That's all from me for now. Thank you, Tanvir.
Thank you so much, Liz. Jean, you wanna come back on?
Okay. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so I'm Jean. I am an accountant by profession, and I'm from the Philippines originally, and now I'm here in Canada. So I have been working as an accountant for more than 20 years now, and I started this online business when I had my maternity leave because at the time I was really looking for something. I was looking for something in the online space because I know it's the most flexible way to earn income while you are at home. So I was researching in this very big multinational companies, and I know I'm gonna make money online because I can make money offline, but I really wanted to do online because it's more flexible and I don't need to leave the house. I don't need to leave my family. So I was really researching the big companies, and it's so expensive. I need to buy huge inventory from other countries, and I need to pay for my coaches per hour, and I don't want to spend so much in that kind of business, and I don't know how much would be the return. As an accountant, we need to see if I gonna spend this much, how much should I gonna earn after I pay for the inventory, after I pay for the coaches and the mentors. So when I was already very tired of looking for an online solution because I have this financial worries because we were on maternity leave. Both of us, my husband was on maternity leave for 6 months, and my husband went back to work after 6 months, and I went until 1 year. So at the time, our debts piled up because we're paid here 50% of our income, but our expenses is still 100%. So at the time, I was really looking in the online world, and when I was already very tired of looking for a solution, I was just browsing my social media feed. So at the time, I found this ad like this. So I was very inspired with this mother that she did her business while she is taking care of her children. So at that time, I am a bit skeptical because I don't know if this is legit, but I did my research. We really need to do our research, like you need to do your research. And I found it out that it's a legit company. So fast forward, I am now more than 2 years in doing this business. And when I started the training, it just took me around 1 to 2 hours per day, and some hours on the weekend. And so far, my biggest month is more than 10,000. And I see myself in this business of helping other people, because as an accountant, we help the owners of the multinational company to earn bigger. But in this business, it's a different fulfillment because I have to or it's a pleasure for me to help ordinary people to earn more. And it's a different happiness for me, aside from the financial gain that we have, aside from the additional income that we have as a family right now. It's a really a different feeling to see families also successing and having this additional income source while they have time and quality time, while they creating great memories with their family. So aside from that, you can also do this as a part-time, because we have this automated system that just runs in the background. So it doesn't need to be there. You don't need to be there 24/7. The internet is 24/7. That's the good thing. But you don't need to be in the internet 24/7. You can leave it alone, because we have this automated system. So this online business is my second income source, because I do believe that uh, we will not put all our eggs in one basket. So if you have the chance to earn additional income source, then do that, because it's in the Bible that we need more income source for us to be prepared in any kind of storm coming in the future. So I think that's it for me, Tanvir. So hope to see you guys in our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jean. Thank you. All right, now, Pinky, unmute yourself and let's hear it.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Hello, everyone. I am very excited to be here tonight. So my name is Pinky Molino. I am currently based here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but I am originally from the Philippines. So I've started this business back in October 2020. But before I joined the business, I was a teacher by profession. And then when I came here to Canada, I worked as a caregiver for 14 years. So I worked for families. I was taking care of other people's kids. So that's what I did. And yeah, so when I started this business, it took me only more than 2 weeks to get set up in the business. So I was also like, surprised how fast I started this. So what made me start this online journey? It's because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I was looking for a way to make money from home so I could focus on taking care of my daughter, because just to give you a background, before this journey started, our situation was really different. My husband and I had to make a lot of sacrifices. We were struggling to balance work, family life, and raising our daughter. So when my maternity leave ends, I really didn't want to go back to my full-time job. But we didn't have any choice. My husband's income wasn't enough to cover all our expenses, to pay for all our bills, because we are also supporting financially our families in the Philippines. So we didn't have a choice but to put our daughter to a daycare center so that we could, both work full time. Although it's against our will, we did that, in order to make ends meet. But then, I was always like missing my daughter, because that time, while she's at the daycare center being taken care of by other people, I was also doing the same job. And that time I was taking care of a child at the same age as her. So imagine how hard it is emotionally, for both of my husband and I to be away from our daughter every day while I'm doing the same job. And on top of that, we have to, half of my salary was going to just daycare cost. So we decided to just work opposite shifts. So I kept my daytime job and my husband worked night shift. And you know how hard it is to work night shift. He was like just getting average of 4 hours of sleep a day. And he's been doing that for 2 years. And it took a toll on his health eventually when he developed chronic headache. So every day he's experiencing headache, and it's so heartbreaking for me to see him suffer like that. And I was like telling myself, is this the life that we really want? This is the life that I want for my family, for my husband. So at that time, I was already praying for a solution, looking for a solution to change that. And then, but that time I cannot find anything that will work for me. Actually, I found one, but then, for me, like not being a tech savvy and I don't have any business background, it was hard for me to start. Even though I bought the course and go through that course, it's still hard for me to start, and I didn't get that, you know, support of the community that I'm getting here in this business community. So, and on top of that, aside from that, the biggest challenge that we've been to is like when the COVID pandemic hit in 2020. My husband and I were two of those people who have lost their jobs because my boss's business was also affected by that, so they have to let me go. And my husband was working Uber, you know, for Uber that time, and he had to stop because of, you know, safety reasons. So we were grateful that there's support from the government, financial support, but then we were worried because we know that it's not forever. That, you know, and that we realized that we didn't have really security in our jobs, that how important it is to have a backup plan, because we were not prepared for it financially. We didn't have enough savings. So imagine that, like we were so, you know, stressed, especially financially. So we prayed to God to give us a solution, you know, to show us the way on how to change our situation. And we are grateful that He led us to this amazing opportunity, you know, this digital business opportunity. And I would say that since I've started, like I'm almost 2 years now in this business, and I am really grateful because it has changed our life for the better. I am now a stay-at-home mom, you know, like that for me was just a dream. And I was just like imagining that, and now I'm living that dream, because that's what I really wanted in life, to be a stay-at-home mom so I can focus on taking care of my daughter. I am now a more present mom to her. Just like now, she's been sick for 3 days, and now I don't have to worry about, you know, calling in sick to work, you know, because I can be here for her, to take care of her. And that's, for me, that's the biggest blessing, being with my family, spending more quality time with them. Because before, it was different when my husband and I was working opposite shifts. We didn't even have time for each other, much more for family time. We have to compromise family just to earn. So now I am earning also. And because I am earning, I didn't have to go back to my full-time job anymore. And it has already, you know, it's supplementing my husband's income. And because of that, we were able to, you know, slowly pay off our debts. And because of that, that we don't have debts anymore, then we were able to buy a property, our new home, and we are so excited to move there soon. So, you know, those are just the things that I'm so grateful because of this message. Just like a ripple effect, right, of having, you know, doing one decision, and it has affected and impacted every area of our life, and we're just so grateful. So what's the biggest impact that this business journey made in my life? I would say that I'm now a business coach. And, you know, when I started this business, I was just thinking about my whys, my goals, how to achieve my dreams. But then when I became a coach, I realized that I'm part of something bigger, that it's not just about my dreams anymore. It's more than that. I have now opportunity to help more people who like me are struggling as well financially in different aspects of their life. And, you know, I'm able to be an instrument now to, you know, to change their life for the better. The families, you know, the parents, especially moms like me, are also looking for the same solution. So yeah, for you who's watching right now and still thinking, wondering if this is for you, you know, take a leap of faith just like us. And I'm so excited to, you know, to see how this business is going to change your life as well. So yeah, because this is really life changing, and I would say that this business journey is really a game changer. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, we are going to go to King Zhang now. Hi, you can unmute yourself and share your story. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the viewers watching us live from different parts of the world. I'm Kenzang. I'm originally from Bhutan, but I've migrated to Australia about 3 years back. I'm a mother to 2 beautiful children, a girl and a boy, and I work as a HK worker part-time, and besides running my own digital business. So my journey began 3 years back when me and my husband, both of us, decided to quit our prestigious job we had with the government of Bhutan, with the hope to give a better life to our children. And at the same time, my husband obtained a scholarship to pursue his PhD here in Brisbane, Australia. So we thought that we'll move here with the hope that we'll be able to give a better life to our children. The grass looked green on this side of the world back then. And then, yeah, so we moved here, and the grass was not green as it looked from the other side of the world. Things were different. I had three full-time students with me, 2 children and my husband. All of them were students, which meant that the financial support responsibility came to me. I had to look for a job. And I could not wait to get that job which would suit my qualification. I was a health planner, but I couldn't wait to get a job as a health planner here. So I had to take up whatever was available, because I had to start supporting my family financially. My husband got a scholarship, which means he had a stipend, but the stipend was not even adequate to meet rental expenses. So I had to look for a job. I worked odd and long hours, sacrificing my family time. I couldn't even be there for my children when they wanted me the most. And then it made me question time and again that, is that the life I wanted to give to my children? Was I doing justice in bringing them up? What did I have? What did we have to hand over to them? We had nothing. And all these sacrifices I was making was irrecoverable. I couldn't gain. I was not able to recover the time I have lost spending time with them. And then the earnings I was making of all these sacrifices were barely enough to pay the utilities, bills. So I wanted to come out of this situation. I just couldn't go on living like that, of having no time, not being able to spend time with my family, leave aside giving them a better life. So I began looking for a solution. I researched, and I knew that I wanted to do something, but which would help me financially. Otherwise, I couldn't give up my job, because then I had started by then I had started working as an aged care worker, and then I couldn't give up that job, because it would mean that we would be living in the streets in a foreign land, because I was the almost a sole supporter of financial supporter of my family. I began looking for a solution. And then to add on to the guilt I had in not being able to spend time with my family, my body started giving up because of the financial hardship I was going through in my job. I'm sure if you are aged care worker here, in one of the, who is viewing us live here today, you would understand the pain I mean. So I had to look for alternative solution to be able to have some earning, yet at the same time not having to sacrifice time, enough of family time. And then I wanted to build up, I wanted to work on something which I could build up to hand over to my children. I couldn't just go on going like that, just make an earning and then pay the utilities, pay the bills, and you have nothing to hand over to your children, and you couldn't even give them a better life. So that was not the thing I wanted. I wanted to come out of that, and then that's when I began researching, and that's how I bumped onto this business. And then this business required no prior experience. Remember, I came from a health planning background, so I had no no technical experience. So that this business really suited me. And then it was automated system, which meant that it runs even when you are sleeping, even you are attending to your children, the business will run for you. And this was exactly the solution I was looking for. I didn't have to be focus on this business 9 to 5, which I never wanted to. I was looking for a solution to get out of my 9 to 5. So I bumped on this, and then I took action by taking a simple step of clicking on the button and watching the live webinar like you all are doing. 1 year into the business, I started as a side hustle, a plan B, and 1 year into the business, besides the financial gain I have, I'm happy that I have been able to reduce my working time from full-time to part-time. Now I work as a part-time aged care worker, and then which means that I'm able to spend more time with my family, especially my 2 children, and create beautiful memories together. I no longer get worried about uncertainties in life. Pandemic was a huge uncertainty in our lives. So I no longer get worried about that, because the business, our business keeps running no matter what. The pandemic is not going to shut down our business. Besides the time and the financial freedom or supplement I could have, one of the amazing feature and what I like about this business is that you can pass down to your children. So I'm happy that I'm building an empire for my 2 children, which I could happily pass down on to them. And this is something really amazing and really a long-term gain you could have from this business. I can now think of early retirement. People who are in this business are retiring as early as age of 40. Can you believe it? Retirement at the age of 40. I look forward to that. This is my plan B, but I have no doubt that I'll be able to convert this to plan A. This has so much of opportunities to offer. And then most importantly, I see a huge growth within myself, and I'm happy that I'm now able to help others who wants to take action and do something similar to what I'm doing right now. Just to gather on the plus points of this business, there are so many plus points, but just to highlight on, the system is already established and is proven successful. The market complexities is already been sorted out. You need not get ahead, think about which product to think of, how to establish, where to sell, all these things. You need not think of anything like that. It's already been sorted out. You need not have prior experience, because the step-by-step video teaches you everything. I had no prior experience, and I was able to get my business set up and running in less than a month. And you have support from the amazing community of mentors and coaches. So the business has so many things to offer and so many plus points, and it's automated. It can run for you anytime, even when you are sleeping, even when you are cooking, you can have the business running for you. Of course, you need some action from your end, but the major lifting has been done by the automated system, which is already in place, which is proven, which is legit, and which is running. So what are you waiting for? How much of your time you spend on scrolling other social media platform? Why don't you convert that on leverage that time and use it into something useful, something which to have a second source of income to your family? That's what I did. And then remember, the only action to bring change in your life lies within you. And if you don't take that action, nobody is going to take that action for you. The grass looks finally green in the inside of the digital business, and please check it out. Thank you. Over to you, Tanvir.
Thank you so much. All right, our last presenter tonight, Stephanie, how are you today?
Thank you, Tanvir. Hello, everybody. I'm so grateful and happy to be here. So, hello, beautiful people. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Allow me to introduce myself. Last but not the least, I am Daphne Balani, originally from the Philippines, and I was born in Davao City. So, maayong buntag, maayong hapon, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Thank you for coming here. And my background, I am a wife and I'm an immigrant worker working here in Texas, USA, as a physical therapist for over 16 years. I have yes, I work as a physical therapist. I even got a doctorate degree because I wanted to improve my profession. And, you know, I thought that having a great degree will make it very stable for me and very promising. And my journey started in year 2020, November 2020. We're a year of uncertainty, right? That we all know. One day I came to work thinking, you know, I'm very, I have a very stable job. I'm a physical therapist. Everybody like to be in the healthcare profession. And then one day my boss said, guys, we need to shut down. It's not safe right now. And I was surprised. I was shocked because I wasn't prepared. This is not on my plan, right? I don't have a backup plan. Then it dawned on me that I only have one resource. I depend on my healthcare career and I don't have a backup plan. So it was an eye-opener for me because as a breadwinner, as an eldest daughter of a Filipino, in a Filipino family, I took a responsibility to continue to support my elderly parents. And so imagine, what will I do to an extra money to support them, right? And life here in America is not cheap. It's also expensive. We pay dollars here. So I really was getting anxious because remember, I have to wait for a call when to come back. And that's very unknown at that time. So I prayed and prayed for a solution. I told myself, I need to find a backup plan. But it should be a thing that I can do at the comfort of my home, that would work around that should be flexible. It should be, because I work a full-time job still at 9 to 5, so I can do at the background, right? When I go home during my lunch break. So that was my criteria. And my prayer got answered one day when this online business opportunity, I called it golden business opportunity because it was introduced to me at the right time, at the right moment. And I knew it was a prayer answered because I didn't hesitate. I didn't doubt it. So I took action right away. I registered my name in my email on the website. And I watched the 90-minute webinar like you're watching right now. So, of course, at the beginning, I said I'm not doubtful, but at the back of my mind, gosh, what I'm getting into, right? It's online. I don't have any background in business. I'm not a tech savvy. But, you know, I told myself, if I need to do something, my faith is bigger than my fear. So I took action right away. I continued on. And I did my due diligence, even though I'm still fearful at the background. I'm skeptical a little bit. And my husband did say, are you sure what you're doing? So like everybody, we need to do research. So I did my part. I did my due diligence. But you know what? During I was researching, I found out and inspired with this couple that they were helping their parents. They were able to have financial peace and paid off their debts. I said, this aligns to what I'm feeling right now. And, you know, I said, if they can do it, I can do it too. So fast forward into this business, I'm a proud digital business owner. It only took me less than 2 weeks to start right away with the training. It was unlocked already. And then because I work as a full-time physical therapist, I only spend a minimum of 2 hours every day to work on my business. And you know, and then I have an extra time during the weekend if I want to. So it's very flexible and it's very doable. I said to myself, what if I didn't go for it right? What if then I don't have a backup plan? So moving forward in this business, I'm so grateful and I'm also happy because I now have a peace of mind that I have a backup plan, that in case something happens, I have something to depend on. that is very legitimate, that it will give me a good resource of income. And because of this business, I can continually support my parents. Even I can see the smile in their face when they receive their allowances, because that's like a happy feeling for a daughter who wants to give back to their parents, who sacrifice a lot for their family, for their children to succeed. And also a peace of mind that I have a quality time. I don't have to work extra hours after my 9 to 5 to work in the nursing home, to home health over the weekend, to have an extra income to just support the family in the Philippines, or our friends or relatives that needed help. I have that extra leeway. I don't have to worry about that. And of course, what impacted me in this business is that I'm able to grow, because I only focus on healthcare, and that's my straight path right away. But with this online business, it opened my mind and opened my opportunity to meet other people and be able to mentor people around the world and improve them and launch their business and help them have the financial breakthrough that ordinary people just like you and me who are successful in this business already. So that feeling alone and that global reach is just amazing. And because not only the financial aspect that I gained from this online business, I have grown. My mindset has grown and impacted very much. My mom said I don't worry as much, and I'm becoming the better version of myself. And just because of this online business, it's not just financial, but your growth as a person is highly effective, and very grateful that I'm here in this online business. So sa mga kababayan ko po na naghahanap ng another income stream na kung saan gusto nilang magkaroon ng extra income, like a plan B or a backup plan, ito na po yung hinahanap nyo. Ito po yung isang legitimate na a tax registered na business na hindi po kayo kakabahan kasi lahat po ng step-by-step video-based training ay nandito na. Merong mentor at coach na tutulong sa inyo. At malaking community kung saan hindi mo mafe-feel na nag-iisa ka sa online business na to. You will never feel alone in this business because even if it's 24/7, different time zones here around the world. So there are different mentors or different member in the community that would help you if you're stuck in your training or in your business. So as an immigrant worker who wants to have change in their life for the better, this is what you're looking for. If you want to start saving for your golden years, because as an immigrant worker and overseas worker, our health is not always there. So while we still can, we need to start saving for our golden years. So like every one of us, we took action. So take that leap of faith. And if you want that change, this is the time. So take action. Thank you so much. And God bless you all. And back to you, Tanvir.
Thank you so much. Wow. So all these people that you guys heard tonight and see all this emotional roller coaster, these are all real people. Like, we are doing this real business. We have families, we have kids, and you can see how this business has changed for all these people here. And 120, almost 27,000 people that we have in our community from all over the world who has joined and running this business and changing lives. Okay, and these people didn't have to be here tonight. I just want to thank you, all of you guys, for being here tonight. They had spent their time and give their time to us just to motivate you guys who are watching right now live, just to motivate you, just to inspire you, and just to show you like exactly what is possible doing this business. Okay, I see a lot of you guys had already joined. I just want to mention one thing is if you have used different name with your payment method than your social media name, please let your coach know. Coach is someone that who is going to do one-on-one call with you. You're going to get an email right away here from your coach. Just let your coach know that what is your social media name so that he can track on your Facebook, and you will friend him on Facebook so that you guys can arrange that one-on-one call. Okay, I think that's all for us here tonight. So putting the paying that 149 and then watching our pre-coaching videos and all the videos about the business, and then joining this business will literally change your life. And I can tell you from my experience, from all these people down here's experience, that it will literally change your mind. And I cannot wait, change your life here. And I cannot wait to actually hear your success story next. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys again. Thank you. Bye-bye.